Hey y'all, Clyde Canadaman here, but you can call me Buzz. So, the other day, me and the missus are lounging around drinking vegetable juice. Well, vodka really, but it's made from potatoes, so technically, anyhow. Me and Ruby are waxing indolent on the Chesterfield watching reruns of our favorite documentary about these folks that struck oil in Tennessee and promptly moved to Beverly Hills, that is, when we noticed a strange and hyperactive sound emanating from yonder ceiling. Rubes screams like she's in a Roger Corman movie, scaring the bejesus out of me, and worse, spilling my drink, and yells out, "That sounds like that dang squirrel again." So I leapt into action with cat-like reflexes as best I could, what with all the vegetable juice I'd consumed that day, and promptly fired off to the kitchen to make a sandwich, because I knew that little feller had come to ask me to help him move, and I wasn't about to commence the squirrel relocation challenge on an empty stomach. Now, I hear tell there's some affordable squirrel housing opening up down in the holler at what has come to be known as Squirrel Haven Estates, because I'm pretty sure that's where he's planning on taking up residence. So I went to the neighborhood committee to see what could be done about the damn rodents, and they informed me that I had 48 hours to evict them or they wouldn't give me my permit to paint my garage floor. What with the two concepts being so intricately connected in the minds of these folks. I swear to almighty flying spaghetti monster that every conservative I know who is screaming about freedom is lined up waiting for their chance to sit on a board, committee, or neighborhood association so they can take away some other poor fool's freedoms. Someone should tell these fellers that you don't get more freedom for yourself by collecting it all up from others. Anyhow, now I have to go to town and acquire some live traps, because apparently the neighborhood committee frowns on me using a shotgun within the confines of my own backyard. Or so the judge would have me believe. So now I'm the proud owner of a set of live traps and a fresh jar of peanut butter. And not the good stuff either. That dollar store brand that tastes like it was recently filtered through a dog's ass. Step 1, bait the traps. I crafted some tinfoil into little feeding bowls and filled it with said ass nut butter and carefully placed my 2 new traps over by the tree where the squirrels hang out. Now all I have to do is just wait it out overnight. Well, the very next morning I get up, fire out of bed to check my squirrel incarceration devices, and lo and behold, we have our first contestant. And this critter is more aggressive than a crackhead looking for a fix. I guess he was just anxious to visit his new abode. So me and Rubes drove him a few miles down the road to the holler where the verdant woods of Squirrel Haven Estates are and ushered him into his new life. Now, I don't know if you know this, but there's never just one squirrel. So we get home and there's another one of these sketchy little tweakers in the other trap. And off we go for round 2 of our squirrel relocation offensive. And this goes on for a few more days. There's so many of these dang critters, it's like a squirrel vending machine. You grab one, another one pops into his place ready for expatriation from our yard. We caught so many of these dang things, we started giving them names. Like the big alpha dog one that we caught, we named him Earl. Earl the Squirrel. Pretty sure this little guy was solely responsible for half the squirrels in Blizzard County. He's a trophy squirrel if and there ever was one. Then, on the 5th day, the squirrel noises ceased. Ruby stopped screaming, and I returned to my pleasant state of vodka-inspired bliss, secure in the knowledge that yours truly was every bit the big game hunter my grandpappy wanted me to be when he bought me that shotgun for my 7th birthday and told me to go and shoot squirrels with it. But such was not to be the fate of our little buddies here in Blizzard County. The squirrels all moved on down the road to greener pastures. Me and Ruby went back to drinking and picking some guitar, and they all lived happily ever after. Until the next damn thing conspires to thwart our otherwise serene existence. So, till next time, brothers and sisters, this is Buzz saying, if the squirrels of life are too much for you to handle, you should have joined the ballet.